It's a new day, misty and cloudy, so temperatures is evening temperature for the whole day. Inspection cap is done. We're gonna put that back in here. Nice aluminium color. Oh, I need to put the seal on there, of course. Time to put the oil back in. And this is the part where we hope for the best. I do have some faith. Jasmine, you gobble this up in case it goes awry, okay? I know you don't mind. And it's going to need a bit of a top up, of course. I'll put in 300. Something that I've been wanting to do is pull the headlight more forward, because it sinks too far back into the fairing. It also reflects light, which on the inside, which is not that big of a deal because now I have the dash. But someone actually commented on it on YouTube too, and on Facebook. I'm going to sort that out now. So I happen to have a lot of these washers. So I'm going to stick a longer bolt in here, put the washers behind the headlight. That should bring it forward. One good byproduct of doing this is that there'll be a little bit more space for electric, and it closes up the gaping hole for the rain a bit. So I'll need to adjust the headlight angle and go through a bit. That can get more tweaking once the fairing is on. Here we go. Let's see how well that new rear light fits. Get out of the way, 1991. Not high enough. So I'll have to move that a bit higher up. But how high do I want it? How much am I going to cut? See that? So if I put it here, I don't have to cut anything. Then I just have a gap. If I put it up here more, then I have to cut something from the sides. Here's a picture of the rear headlight actually being applied, courtesy of Raymond Brakewood. It looks like the side here needs to be cut. Though in his example, it seems to be quite extreme. That's his missus' bike, and she done it herself. From there to there, I don't know if I want to go this far. I can start out small and see how that goes. Seems like the best approach. And then chuck it on there. I borrowed this grinder from the neighbor, and it's lower RPM, and it has this nice long wielding feel to it, so I don't have to take everything off, which is great, unlike with the big bulky grinder. Yeah, I want to have a whack at this without removing everything, but first I'm going to tape it. I don't think this is enough, but it gives us a bit of a practice opportunity. Very coarse. I don't have a Dremel. What I don't know, of course, is how they dealt with this section here, which pushes us up, gives a bit of an awkward mounting point, and we'll leave a bit of a hole underneath. It's not the end of the world. But how high do I want this? Not enough space yet. Can't go too high because it'll just leave holes here. Making the studs go for here is about the only place right at the top, which doesn't give this awkward position later on. And I have to somehow flatten this out, making all these gaping holes in here, in the place that catches all the mud. See, there's a very interesting situation. It's definitely not correct. So I don't know what they had here. That's not flat. Going to leave that for what it is at the moment. Message Raymond, see what they have to say about what they did behind here. I don't want to make any decisions yet. It's like I haven't already, right? Yeah, this is not going to work that way unless I make some big holes in there, which I don't want to do yet. If I make those big holes, that means I need to get my hands on a piece of aluminum too, so I can put it behind it, patches the holes, and still gives me something to hook the rear light to, because you pull this out, you'll see. So if I cut this is bulky here, if I cut this away, it's going to leave a big rectangle hole here, so see what we do. So those protectors for the radiator need to be grinded to size too, because you see it bumps up against the fairing over there. You can sort that out. So what primarily sits in the way is this bit here. So I'm just going to cut from here for starters, continue this line here, and cuts this straight off. I know. That's one. Don't do this. What I'm doing. Just don't. That applies to some of the other things I do too. Yeah. Pretty good. Very good. Ooh, remember these? I remember. Blast from the past. And we'll grab you guys because you are from the radiator. Put the rear light back on so I can ponder it a bit more before I make any haste decisions, you know? Right, now I'm going to put the new brake lever back, so at least I'll also have front brake light again. Oh, and this might not be the last brake lever you're going to see going on there, but more on that when the time is there. That never gets old. What's in the pocket? Brake lever. Hello. Right where it belongs. Right, come back to life. We'll see if it refrains from leaking. Alright, looks like leaking on the alternator. Tightening them a bit more. Look at that, that's already a lot better. Closer into the fairing. But it can come out more. It's a start. And I need to cut like a triangle out of the radiator guard. Still pushing. You know it never gets old?